Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Deacon and Finn get a tip on Sheila's location, but they may be too late. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi vents about Deacon to Ridge, and Brooke lends her support to Luna. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At the Cliff House, Finn thinks about Deacon telling him about sugar. Steffi offers a distracted Finn breakfast, but he says he'll grab something later. She asks what's going on with him. Is it a work thing? Finn says right now he has more questions than answers, but he'll let her know when he figures it out. She says he's so caring towards his patients, and she loves him. He loves her too and knows he's put her through a lot lately. Steffi heads to the office and says she'll see him tonight. Finn then gets a text from Deacon telling him to come to his place right away, and it's urgent. At the office, Carter and Ridge catch up and discuss business. Ridge thinks hope for the future is in good shape, and RG and Zenda make a good team. Carter stays silent. Ridge wants to make sure RG and Zend keep working with one another, as it's good for the line. Carter says, yeah. Ridge knows they'll lock horns, but at the end of the day, they'll work it out. Steffi arrives and Carter takes off. Ridge relays to her that Thomas and Douglas are good, but he wants to know how she's doing, and if Deacon is still telling his stories. Steffi says he is, and Ridge says this is messed up even for Deacon. Steffi worries if Deacon keeps pressing Finn, that it will make it more difficult for Finn to make peace with Sheila's death. Steffi vows not to let Deacon resurrect Sheila in Finn's mind. In the design office, Brooke visits Luna to see if she's okay, and embraces her. Luna realizes Brooke knows everything. They sit down and discuss the whole situation, and Brooke explains she is here to make sure she's okay and to let her know this is a safe place to talk. Brooke admits she was taken advantage of a long time ago. Luna says that's awful, but Zen didn't take advantage of her. Brooke doesn't think he would, but he knew she was in a relationship with her son and still thought he could just sleep with her. Luna asks when she found out about it all. Brooke says the other day, and RJ doesn't want her to tell anyone as he's protective of her. She knows this is a difficult situation, but RJ does love her very much. Luna knows she should have told RJ sooner, but she didn't want things to go sour between and Zend. She details taking her mom's mints and lying down, and that's the last thing she remembers. It was supposed to be a beautiful evening, and it turned into a nightmare. Luna cries she is so thankful to all of them for their support and this internship, and the last thing she wants is to cause them trouble or pain for RJ. It breaks her heart what happened with Zend. Brooke thinks RJ is trying to be understanding. Luna knows, but it's also killing him. Brooke says this isn't fair to her either. Brooke tells her this isn't her fault, and she'll always be here for her. Finn arrives at Deacon's place and admits Deacon has him thinking. Deacon says he's right, and time is running out for Sheila, so they need to find her now. Deacon says Sheila's credit card password is on her tablet, so he thinks if they go through Sheila's credit card history, it may lead them to her. They go over her history and find a mysterious charge at a convenience store in a rough neighborhood. They quickly head out. Finn and Deacon arrive in an alley behind at the convenience store and ask an employee on break about Sheila. They show her a photo, but she claims she never saw her. The employee goes back to work, and a homeless man asks to see the photo as he sees everyone who comes in and out of this place. The man offers to look at Deacon's photo in exchange for some money. Deacon gives him some money and then shows him a photo of Sheila. The man says he recognizes her, and Finn and Deacon ask what he can tell them. The man says he saw her walk into the building over there and points to it. He said that suddenly there was screaming, and it eventually stopped. He didn't go looking for what happened, as it's rough on the streets, and you learn to mind your own business. Finn and Deacon wonder if Sheila could be inside still. Inside the building are mattresses, and a whole host of other junk spread around. It's clearly been abandoned. The camera pans to a body under some blankets and a shot of a hand. The city sprawled beneath the evening sky like a beast with 1,000 eyes, its streets pulsating with the rhythm of life and decay. Deacon leaned against the graffiti-stained brick wall, his fedora pulled low over his eyes, the smoke from his cigarette swirling in the air. Finn, his partner, stood beside him, scanning the bustling alley with a keen eye. They were on the hunt, chasing a ghost named Sheila. Sheila was trouble wrapped in a sultry smile and a cascade of fiery hair. She had a knack for slipping through their fingers, leaving only chaos in her wake. But tonight they had a lead, A whisper in the shadows, a tip from a source they barely trusted. "Are you sure about this, Deacon?" Finn's voice was low, tinged with doubt. Deacon took a drag from his cigarette, the ember glowing bright in the darkness. "As sure as I'll ever be, Finn. We've been chasing Sheila for too damn long. It's time to put an end to her games." They had been partners for years, navigating the murky underbelly of the city with equal parts cunning and grit. Deacon was the seasoned detective, his every move calculated and precise. Finn was the wild card, fueled by instinct and a relentless drive for justice. Together, they made an unstoppable team. The alley was alive with the whispers of the night, the distant sound of sirens echoing through the labyrinth of buildings. Deacon and Finn moved with purpose, their footsteps echoing against the pavement as they followed the winding path laid out before them. Their destination was a dilapidated warehouse on the edge of town, a relic of a forgotten era looming like a shadow against the skyline. It was the kind of place where secrets went to die, where whispers turned into screams in the dead of night. As they approached the warehouse, a sense of unease settled over Deacon like a heavy shroud. Something wasn't right. The air crackled with tension, the hairs on the back of his neck standing on end. Finn glanced at him, his eyes narrowing in concern. "You feel that too, don't you?" Deacon nodded, his jaw set in determination. "We're walking into a trap, Finn, but we don't have a choice. Sheila's in there, and we're going to find her." With a silent exchange of understanding, they pressed forward, their senses on high alert. The warehouse loomed before them, its rusted doors creaking open like the jaws of a hungry beast. They stepped inside, the darkness enveloping them like a suffocating embrace. The air was thick with the stench of decay, the sound of dripping water echoing through the cavernous space. Suddenly, a voice shattered the silence, sending a chill down Deacon's spine. Well, look who decided to pay me a visit." Sheila emerged from the shadows, her smile as sharp as a knife. She was flanked by a cadre of thugs, their eyes glinting with malice in the dim light. Deacon's hand tightened around the handle of his revolver, his heart pounding in his chest. "It's over, Sheila. You're surrounded." Sheila laughed, the sound echoing off the walls like a sinister melody. "Oh, I don't think so, Deacon. You see, I have a little surprise for you and your friend here." Before Deacon could react, the warehouse erupted into chaos. Gunshots rang out, the sound deafening in the confined space. Deacon and Finn dove for cover, their training kicking in as they returned fire with deadly precision. But Sheila was one step ahead, her thugs closing in from all sides. Deacon felt a searing pain shoot through his shoulder as a bullet grazed his flesh, the world spinning in a dizzying blur. Finn was beside him in an instant, his expression fierce with determination. "We need to get out of here, Deacon, now." With Finn's help, Deacon staggered to his feet, his head swimming with pain. They fought their way through the chaos, their path illuminated by the flashes of gunfire and the scent of smoke. But just as they reached the exit, a figure emerged from the shadows, blocking their path. It was Sheila, her eyes gleaming with triumph. "You didn't honestly think it would be that easy, did you?" she taunted, her voice dripping with malice. Deacon clenched his jaw, his grip tightening around his revolver. "We'll see about that, Sheila. This ends now." With a roar of defiance, they charged forward, their weapons blazing in the darkness. It was a battle of wills, a clash of titans in the heart of the night. And as the dust settled and the smoke cleared, Deacon and Finn stood victorious, their breath ragged and their bodies battered but unbroken. Sheila lay defeated at their feet, her reign of terror finally brought to an end. And as they looked out at the city skyline, bathed in the light of the rising sun, they knew that no matter what darkness may come, they would always stand together, partners in crime, champions of justice.